If I can help my hair looks okay. I did this trying to do my hair. Hi, I'm Jess and today I'm going to be talking to you about Game of Thrones episode 1 of season 5. I'm going to be attempting to do weekly Game of Thrones videos in this Words I Say series that I'm doing, and hopefully that'll work out well because who knows what I'm going to do. I will warn you, there will be spoilers for the episode. I can't really review it without spoilers, so there are definitely going to be spoilers for the episode. So I'm going to go with storylines individually because going chronologically for me is more confusing rather than going by character. So I'm going to go by character. So we didn't see Arya at all this episode, which was kind of a bit annoying because I love Arya. She's probably my favourite character. Her and Daenerys are my favourites. I love them. So it was good that we saw Daenerys and most of the other characters, but I kind of wanted to see Arya a little bit because we saw pretty much everybody else. And apart from like Bran, who's not going to be in this season. So let's move on to the storyline at the Wall. I really enjoyed the dynamic between Jon Snow and Melisandre, with the fact that Melisandre is continuously looking at him and you can tell that she's planning something in her head. It's just not entirely sure what it is yet, but she's definitely planning something that we're not sure about. I also like that he was just trying really hard to balance Stannis with the wildlings. Like, he doesn't want any war between the wildlings and Stannis. He wants peace between them because while he's like, he doesn't love all the wildlings, I think he feels some sort of thing for Ygritte, a sort of like duty to protect her people because he couldn't quite protect her. But yeah, that's what I think about that. I also like the Mance Rayder scene at the end because I think it kicked off the series, it ended the first episode really well with the fact that it just sort of sets the tone for it, the fact that they kill off quite a influential character in the last season in the first episode. I definitely think it sets the tone for the series, which is not entirely a good thing because that might mean they're going to kill quite a lot of people off this series and that scares me. So maybe not a good thing, but a very important thing. So Tyrion, I really love the scene when Tyrion got out of the box, and you could definitely see how he's deteriorating mentally. Like, he's just not in a good place right now, and I think going to help Daenerys will be really helpful for him mentally because he'll have something to focus on rather than the fact that he killed his father and his sister and brother want to kill him. I think it'll definitely be important for him to have something to focus on in sort of overthrowing his sister and helping Daenerys to take the crown and the Iron Throne. And I also am so excited for them and me. They're two amazing characters, and seriously, if Arya just joins them, it will be the perfect team. Like, those two and Arya, if they had loads of scenes together, I think it would just be awesome. But probably not going to happen. But that scene was so amazing, and I like when he was drinking the wine, like, he got out of the box and straight away he was drinking the wine and complaining about his journey, and he threw up, and it was really a good testament to where he is at the moment. He just looks all ragged and he doesn't look like Tyrion, and I hope we get to see him sort of grow a bit more and be back to some sort of Tyrion self. He is still making a few one-liners that are still quite funny. So now I get on to Daenerys. I like how we were given to the Sons of the Harpies storyline, because I think they lulled us into it was the first scene, not the first scene, it was only a couple of scenes in, and we got a Sons of Harpy killing an Unsullied, and it was quite a weird scene because we were lulled into a false sense of security with the humming and the fact that he was just laid down with some whore and she was humming to him. It was really, really therapeutic, and then he got his throat slit, so I think it was lulling us into a false sense of security, and it definitely surprised me Anyway, I don't know if it surprised other people, but it definitely surprised me. So I like how Daenerys deals with it. She has her small council, and they're all quite... I think there's probably one of them we can't trust, because there always is. I don't know who it is yet. I'm hoping it's not Dario, because I really like his character. But I think there's someone we can't trust. I don't think getting rid of Jorah got rid of the trust issues in Daenerys' small council. I still think she's got some problems to deal with in her small council. But she has her meetings, and they all talk about it, and she has a lot of different people. Like, she has a slave, she has a person who used to be a slaver, she has Dario, she has Grey Worm, and then whatever the knight's called, I can't remember his name, but she has him too. And they're all quite different backgrounds, which I like. For her decision making, it means that she can make decisions based on everybody's opinion. I do think she will probably open up the fighting pits by the end of the season, just because I think she trusts Dario's opinion a lot. And I did like Dario's little story about his backstory, because I don't think we've got enough of him so far. I definitely like the actor that plays him now better than the actor that used to play him. He's definitely a lot better. Plus, yeah, he's better looking than the other guy. I like him better. Plus, he's in Orphan Black, and I like Orphan Black. So who's next? Sansa. I'm very confused with where Sansa's going this series. I hope it's going in a good direction, but I like that she's becoming more apt in the Game of Thrones. She's trying to learn how to play the game rather than be moved around by other people and used in the game. And I like that. I love that. I just think I wish she wasn't doing it with Littlefinger, because I really am nervous for her, because Littlefinger's a bit creepy and I'm scared for her. I really am. But I love that scene with Robin in the beginning when they had him fighting some guy in the Vale, and he was like so inept at it. He was rubbish. He just couldn't do it at all. He was so rubbish. And even Sansa was just like rolling her eyes in, like, he's so bad. And I hated it, right? Not hated it like it was bad for the TV show, but just it annoys me when in Game of Thrones they do it a lot, when characters will be nearby each other and they'll be searching for each other. Like they did it with Arya and Sansa in last season. Like Arya got to the Vale just as Sansa left it, and they did it again with Brienne and Sansa. Brienne was like talking about Sansa, and then it sort of flipped, like the camera flipped over to a carriage and then went into the carriage with Littlefinger and Sansa were there. Not a lot happened with Brienne, but I'm kind of liking her relationship with Podrick. I really love their dynamic between each other, and I like that he's still in it. And we're 9 minutes into this video and I still haven't talked about Cersei and Jaime in King's Landing. I like the scene at the beginning because I think it definitely showed us more of Cersei and how she's always been a little bit nasty. She's not ever been a nice kid, and it's not like it's something that's happened that's made her horrible, but she's just not very nice. It was a bit of a change from the books, just because in the books Cersei doesn't know that Jaime let Tyrion go, and the reason that they're sort of not together anymore is more because of Jaime's own guilt, and also the fact that Tyrion tells Jaime that she's been sleeping with other people, and so he's really not very happy about that. So that's the reason why they're not together really in the books. But I understand why they did it, because they haven't really shown a lot of Cersei sleeping with other people, so I understand why they do it, but also it could have been better. There wasn't a lot going on with them apart from like Cersei and Marjorie, like a little bit of conflict going on there. I love Marjorie. I really love her. I love how easily she can switch her own emotions. And that scene with her and her brother, when she walked in with her brother when he was with a guy, and she just kind of sat on the bed and was talking to Loras, just like, we need to go, Loras, we're late. And then Loras was just like sort of busy, and she was like, what's your name then? It was adorable and so funny and just very, very Marjorie, and I really enjoyed that scene. Although I was talking to my friend about it, and Loris is quite a stock gay character. Like his whole characterization in the show is he's gay and he was supposed to marry Cersei. That is like it. He's Marjorie's gay brother, and that's it. Tommen is adorable. Like, I feel so bad for him because he's the king and he shouldn't be adorable, but he's adorable. I mean, he's 8 in the books, but as a 15-year-old, I'm fine with them aging him up. I understand why they've done it. But the fact that he's 15 and it's just adorable is so cute. I don't know why. I just love him. I don't think he's suited to be a king though, and I'm anticipating his untimely demise. But I hope he doesn't die soon. So that was my Game of Thrones episode 1 review, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.